Hi everyone, it's Lisa Stamper here from Hearing Heaven. I hope that this finds you well. After grounding and meditating, I've been guided to select this deck, which is the Divine Feminine deck, Oracle cards from Megan Watterson. She's this powerhouse, awesome woman who embodies and brings about teachings of Divine Feminine, which we all have, even if we are men as well. So we all have a balance of Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. This is your reading for June the 11th to the 17th, 2018, just to help to guide you through your week. One thing that I do just want to mention first, I love how magical this life is. I keep on asking for more magic to show up in my life because remember that we do have the power to ask for certain circumstances and to create certain circumstances in our lives. So I've been asking for more magic and it's been showing up. So this morning I was reading in the bathtub. I was told to put down the book by my guide, so I did, and then I picked up another book and it said to flip to page 132, so I did. Except I literally opened to the page 132. Like, that's just one of the minute little miracles that are available to us every single day if we open ourselves to them. Now, diving into this reading, the first card that comes through is Freya. And Freya is the goddess of discernment. And the intention of this card, your affirmation is, I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. So to dive deeper into that, when your soul selects this card, discernment is derived from the Greek word diakrisis. It refers to a spiritual power that allows you to distinguish between spirits that will cause you harm and spirits that will assist you. It lets us discern when a phone call or an email or a visit from a friend is going to add to our day or if it could derail it. Discernment is the difference between feeling led by the day, pulled this way or that, and claiming it. Our time in this lifetime, at least, is limited. Every second is significant. Freya reminds us of the searing perception we all have, but perhaps we don't frequently use enough. She wants us to be discerning with how we choose to spend our time and whom we choose to love. She wants us to never ever to say yes to anything or anyone from a place of fear or obligation. You are a creator of your own fate. You get to choose the life that you want to live. And this happens by being fierce and warrior-like about what you say yes to. Use discernment so that you're only saying yes to what will actually nourish you and renew you and inspire you and expand you. It's not your business to worry about those who you might disappoint. You were not made to meet everybody's expectations of you. You are made to express the truth of who you are and use the brief time you have here to live out your potential. How powerful is that? I love that so much. Nothing is obligatory in this lifetime except breathing. Your only true obligation is the voice of your soul. Freya wants you to realize the gleaming gold that you are and act accordingly. She wants you to unapologetically choose the life you actually want to be living right now. She wants you to make your yes holy again by only using it when it's the truth. So something that you can ask your soul, something that you can dive into your heart and ask is, what does a hell yes, a holy yes, feel like in your body? What does it feel like? To me, it's the surge of woohoo, like yes, for sure. I'd love to know what it feels like for you. The intention, as we started with, is I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. The next card that comes through is Dakini. And Dakini represents the enlightened feminine. And the intention with this card is my gut instinct is wise beyond reason. When your soul selects her card, the Dakini means that the task will be accomplished. Whatever it is you're currently working on, a project, an answer, or a decision, she will help you see it through to the other side. In whatever form you need most, as a powerful angelic presence, as a taskmaster to help you maneuver through what's hard, or as a messenger with the wisdom that's needed for you to take the next step. But with the Dakini, the answer and the way forward is not with the intellect. She is the embodiment of divine feminine intuition. She reminds you that you have an innate power to know instinctively what's best for you now. The Dakini means it's not going to be a straight, clear yes or no. With the Dakini, it's the third option. She reminds us that there's something beyond yes or no, or even right or wrong. There's something your gut will tell you if you can be expansive enough to hear the answer. She is not bound by the usual or by the expected. She will allow you to come up with the unthinkable, the most imaginative, and the most brilliant outcome possible. The soul voice meditation for this is, what is my intuition telling me in this moment? If you can drop into your heart and really listen to that. Take a breath and center yourself. And the intention, as we talked about at the start with this card, is my gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. And that is one thing that is the fundamental foundation that I teach when I teach others, is that we are always led, guided, and shown the way. We have all the answers from within us, but it's not from within our small self. It's within our expansive self that we can access through prayer and meditation. So it's really available by going within. The last card is Mio Shan, and she is the Princess of Mercy. And the intention of this card is giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. So she represents the fulfillment, the incarnation of mercy. When your soul selects her card, the author Sue Monk Kidd articulates the process of empathy so clearly when she writes, empathy is the most mysterious transaction that the human soul can have, and it's accessible to all of us, but we have to give ourselves the opportunity to identify, to plunge into the story where we see the world from the bottom up or through another's eyes or heart. Empathy is the mercy twin sister. When we can feel into the reality of someone else's suffering, when we open up to the possibility of mercy, we open up to the possibility of mercy. And I feel like I want to share this with you, how this pertains to my life. So if any of you have been reading my newsletters or whatnot, my father passed away, and somebody left the scene of the accident. So he was killed. It wasn't the fellow who hit him. It was a person who caused the original accident that caused the second accident to happen. Anyhow, so that man has been charged, and it was a transport truck. So his court date was this past Tuesday, and I went, and I prayed a hell of a lot before I went because I was feeling really uncomfortable, but I also felt like I wanted to honor my father by going. So I walked into the courtroom and I saw this man who was ultimately responsible for causing this horrific accident. And I looked into my heart and I was told to bless him. So that's what I did. And I was really scared to share that with my family and my siblings, but that is the truth of my soul. And I did that. And by doing that, I was able to view him from a place of compassion. Like, what could be so wrong with his life, or what could be happening with him, or what is the truth of his existence that he's experienced that would cause him to leave this scene. It wasn't easy, but it was listening to my heart, and it was really tapping, I believe, into this mercy. So mercy comes from the old Etruscan merc, which means exchange. Mercury is the embodiment of compassion. It can feel easy or even natural to have compassion for people who have never harmed us personally, but mercy is having compassion for someone who has. Mercy requires that we give something to ourselves, which is symbolized by Miao Shan, giving her eyes and arms to this king who is evil to her and banished her. It can feel like a great sacrifice to be so giving towards someone who has given us nothing but suffering. Here's where the magic comes in. The law of the universe is merciful. The more we give, the more we receive. When the king realized the profound act of mercy his daughter bestowed upon him, Miao Shan transformed into her true manifestation, a thousand-armed Kuan Yin. Miao Shan is a reminder that giving is the true receiving. When we refuse to release our anger towards someone, we're blocking the flow of the universe that's within us. We are not harming the person who harmed us by remaining angry. We are keeping ourselves from receiving the love and light that is already ours. The soul voice meditation, what they tell me to ask you to drop into your heart about with this is, who can I give mercy to in this moment? And maybe you need to help, maybe you need to ask for help with that, and that's okay. Because we are always like guided and shown the way with our spirits, with our guides. We have this amazing team in spirit all around us who want to help us. But because we're born with free will, we have to ask. So look into your heart. Look into your heart, and what does it tell you? Who can you give mercy to in this moment? The intention of this card is giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. I hope that this reading brings you great blessings, and I look forward to connecting with you next week. If you ever want to do a deeper dive, I would love to set up a call so we can connect in and see what comes up for you. I wish you a wonderful week, tons of blessings. Namaste, my brothers and sisters.